Excuse me, sir.
Yeah, what's up?
Question for you.
Yeah.
Is this your Rolls Royce?
Yeah.
And what do you do for a living out here in Tampa to be able to afford a Rolls Royce?
I am a consultant.
Yeah?
Business consultant.
You ever notice how everyone thinks retirement means you're supposed to just stop? Like one day, after 40 years of solving problems, managing people, and surviving every bad boss imaginable, someone hands you a gold watch and says, "Okay, that's enough wisdom for one lifetime." Really? Suddenly you're too experienced to be useful? That's like saying a chef with too many recipes should stop cooking. But here's the twist. All that experience of yours, the meetings, the projects, the customers, the chaos, it's not wasted. It's an asset. You can turn it into your next act. You can package what you know into something people will actually pay for. Consulting. You become the senior sage, the person people call when they need guidance, clarity, or someone who's already made all the mistakes they're about to make.
When we first talk to a business owner, we need to understand what is the current status of their business? What is currently happening? What are the problems that you're running into? And then we ask some specific types of questions which start with who, what, when, where, why, and how. And then from those basic questions, we get a better understanding of what truly is going on within the business, and then we identify specific problems which the business owner hasn't been able to identify.
And let's be real, you already consult for free. Friends call for advice. Former co-workers ask you questions off the record. You've got people treating your phone like a help desk. The only difference now is you start charging. And not in coffee or gratitude, in actual money. Today we're talking about how to turn your experience into a consulting business that's flexible, profitable, and yes, surprisingly fun. You know what's funny? The younger generation spends a fortune on online courses to learn what you've done for 40 years. They're watching videos on how to manage people, while you've actually managed people. You've handled payroll disasters, marketing plans, hospital shifts, board meetings, and those mysterious all-hands calls that never had hands involved. That's real-world experience, not a PowerPoint slide.
Good question, as I get asked this all the time. So I'd say we're second brains.
Problem solver for hire, basically.
Basically, yeah.
I think just creating value for your clients, that's the main thing.
I think it's about taking a third party or an external perspective on how to help an organization solve some of its pressing problems.
And here's the thing, companies want it. Small businesses are desperate for real guidance from people who've been through booms and busts. Startups need mentors who can say, "Listen, I made that mistake in 1987. Let's not do it again." You bring what no app can. Wisdom, instinct, and a sixth sense for nonsense. At 55 plus, you also have something rare: perspective. You can spot trends, people, and patterns faster than most because you've seen it all. You know that the newest disruption is just the old idea in new sneakers. You also bring reliability. When you say you'll show up, you do. That alone separates you from half the freelancers online. So why does this work? Because expertise never expires.
As a nurse consultant, really what you're doing is using your clinical knowledge, experience, skill set, as well as just your other skills outside of the field of nursing to help others solve problems. But instead of getting stuck asking yourself, what does a consultant do? What I would strongly encourage you to do instead is to ask yourself, what is it that I know, that I have? And what is it that I do that has the ability to add value to others?
You might slow down physically, sure, but mentally, you're sharper than ever. Decades of decision-making built your instincts. You're a human encyclopedia of what works and what doesn't. And that's worth real money. You're not applying for a job anymore. You're creating one built around your strengths. But before we cash the wisdom checks, let's talk about the market that's waiting for you. Here's what's happening out there. Consulting is exploding. According to MBO Partners, over 3 million independent professionals over 50 are already earning from consulting or advisory work. Businesses everywhere need temporary experts. They can't afford full-time executives, so they hire part-time brains. And guess whose brains they want? Yours. Think of all the small businesses that popped up recently. Solo entrepreneurs, online shops.
Do you know management consulting firms engage in this thing which is called gain sharing, where they effectively say, we will effectively define the costs we have saved you, and we want you to pay us a proportion of the cost savings which we identify.
Non-profits. Startups run by people who are brilliant, but green. They've got drive, but no direction. They don't need another intern. They need a mentor. Someone to say, here's how to build a plan that doesn't fall apart by Tuesday. The beautiful thing about consulting today is flexibility. You don't need a fancy office. You can work from your living room, your RV, or the beach, though maybe skip zooming in from a hammock. It looks unstable. The internet made consulting borderless. You can have clients across states or even countries. And the niches? Endless. Former managers can coach leadership. Accountants can guide new entrepreneurs. Nurses can consult for clinics or home care agencies. Teachers can design training programs. Every profession has a corner that needs a guide. Consulting is just helping people avoid the headaches you've already survived.
Now, to not fall into the dollars for hours consulting trap, you don't want that to be your primary goal. That's the intermediary goal. So your first goal is that you get your time, and you get paid for your time. You get paid fairly for your time, and people take you seriously, and you do that by charging a consulting fee for doing that. So I started charging, and basically now I charge $25,000 for a 4-hour consult, which usually starts with 1 or 2 hours and then some follow-up, up to a total of 4 hours. And I know that sounds like a lot, but for the people that I'm consulting with in my target market, for me to be able to talk with them for a few hours and find $250,000, which is 10 times return on their investment, is pretty easy.
The best part? It doesn't feel like work. It feels like talking, because it is talking. You share, you advise, you get paid. But to make that happen, you've got to take what you know and package it right. This is where you stop being someone with experience and start being someone with a service. Packaging is everything. You can't just say, I give advice. You need a clear offer. Ask yourself 3 questions. What problem do I solve? Who do I solve it for? Why am I the best person for it? Example. I help small business owners organize their finances so they can finally sleep at night. Or, I help healthcare clinics run smoother using lessons from 30 years in nursing management. That's concrete. That's sellable.
Legal nurse consultants work with attorneys and they help them with medical issues in their cases. So if I gave you a medical record and said, can you tell me what was done that shouldn't have been done or what wasn't done that was done? That's all legal nurse consulting is. There's a lot of fancy programs out there that teach you, the legal stuff, but attorneys are hiring you for your nursing knowledge, not your legal knowledge, and they're hiring you for your opinion. Do you think something was done that shouldn't have been done or vice versa? And the standard of care is what those acting under same or similar circumstances would have done.
You also need a structure. Are you hourly, project-based, or on retainer? Hourly is simple. Project-based means you define results. I'll build your hiring process for $1,000. Retainer means steady income. For $500 a month, I'll be your on-call advisor. You choose based on what fits your lifestyle. And don't overthink marketing. A basic website, a one-page bio, maybe a LinkedIn refresh with a nice photo. People don't hire you because your site sparkles. They hire you because you make sense. Keep it simple. And once your offer's ready, it's time to find people who need it. Spoiler alert, they're closer than you think. Forget cold calling. Your biggest advantage is your network. You've built relationships for decades. Co-workers, managers, clients, suppliers.
Hi everyone, my name is Alex. I'm a BCG consultant from Atlanta office, and this is a video about my day. I start my day by brainstorming key activities for today and then asking AI to help me organize and structure my thoughts so that I can share them with my team. I love using AI so much that I have actually created and shared a number of custom AI assistants that hundreds of colleagues throughout BCG use daily. But AI at BCG is not just about personal productivity. It's about unlocking the potential of others.
These are your gold mine. Let people know you're offering consulting. Send a friendly message. Hey, I'm helping small businesses streamline their operations. Know anyone who could use that? That's it. No sales pitch, no fireworks, just conversation. Then there's LinkedIn. It's basically Facebook with resumes. Update your profile, post short tips from your expertise, and comment thoughtfully on others' posts. Visibility equals credibility. And here's a trick. Every time you share a story from your career. I once handled a team that almost lost a client because we forgot the coffee order. People engage because it's real. Your stories teach and entertain. Don't ignore offline channels. Join your local Chamber of Commerce, attend business breakfasts. You love coffee anyway.
Do this if you want to make more income as a consultant. Even though consulting is highly lucrative, the problem is I'm still trading my hours for dollars. When you're going into companies, you're going to help different people, you're essentially kind of consulting, coaching, helping them, but you're doing it on a one-on-one or a very small group basis. The way to make the most income through consultancy is to actually convert your consulting and turn it into a premium offer, a high-ticket coaching offer.
Volunteer to speak at community centers. The goal is to remind people, oh yeah, she knows her stuff. Your first clients might not come from ads or websites, they'll come from referrals. So focus on relationships. Deliver great work. Ask for testimonials. Before long, you'll have word of mouth doing your marketing for you. And here's a little secret. Your first clients don't have to be big. One small business with a payroll problem or one friend starting a venture can become your case study. Once you have results, you'll have proof. And once you've got clients, it's time to tackle everyone's favorite mystery: how to set your rates. Talking about money makes people uncomfortable, especially people who've spent a career following salary charts. Consulting is different. You decide your worth. And spoiler, it's more than you think.
Before you start the healthcare consulting firm, I want you to know all of your options, because business is not for everyone. So if you desire to be a healthcare consultant and you do not want to go into business, you have options. And if you're wondering, well, Elle, what are those options? You can find a job as a healthcare consultant. You can subcontract as a healthcare consultant. At the end of the day, know your options.
The biggest mistake new consultants make is pricing too low. You're not competing with college kids on gig sites. You bring 40 years of insights. That's not an hourly wage. That's an experience fee. If it took you 20 years to learn what you teach in 20 minutes, guess what? They're paying for the 20 years. To figure your rates, start with this. What would it take to make this feel worth your time? Then research typical consulting fees in your field. Management consultants often charge $100, $250 an hour. Specialists can go higher. The goal isn't to scare clients, it's to position yourself as a professional. Remember, underpricing doesn't make you humble, it makes you suspicious. People equate price with confidence. Always show value.
I like to think about what gives you energy, and that's very woo-woo career coaching, but it's true. If you have something that you are best in class at but just drains you every single day, and now you're basically wanting to do that same thing, but instead of for one company, you want to do it for 7, you're not going to love it. Your day's not going to feel that great. I'll tell you that right now. So try to, when you're looking back at your kind of pops of experience and the things that you believe you're great at, narrow for the things that give you actual energy. That when you start them, you feel great, and when you end them, you feel even better.
Don't say, I cost $150 an hour. Say, I help you avoid a $10,000 mistake. That's the difference between a cost and an investment. You're not selling time, you're selling clarity, peace of mind, and faster results. So, set your number, say it calmly, and don't flinch. The first time feels awkward, like asking someone to dance in middle school. But once you do it, you realize, hey, they actually said yes. And if they don't, another will. Because you're not begging for work, you're offering wisdom. But even wisdom comes with a few challenges. Let's talk about how to keep the business fun and flexible. Technology might feel like a hurdle too. New apps, invoicing systems, digital signatures. But here's the secret. You don't have to master everything.
Right now, there's a great opportunity to make money as an artificial intelligence consultant. There's a lot of companies that are both fearing and FOMOing about AI. Every day, people are asking me, like, what's going on with AI? How do I take advantage of AI? How can AI make me more money? And my answers aren't complicated, but they're industry specific and they're evolving quickly.
Learn the basics. Outsource the rest. Hire a freelancer for tech setup. You focus on what you do best: thinking, advising, solving. Balance is key. You're not building an empire, you're building freedom. Set your hours. Maybe 3 days a week, mornings only. You decide. Consulting can grow or shrink as life changes. Want to travel? Take clients remotely. Want to rest? Pause. It's a business that fits you. As you gain confidence, you can scale. Turn your most requested advice into workshops, ebooks, or online courses. Bundle your insights into something people can buy even when you're sleeping. You can even mentor younger consultants, which makes you the sage of sages. And when you see your impact multiply, you'll wonder why you ever thought retirement meant slowing down.
The only thing that I would suggest investing in right at the start is a phone. And so this device, even with the cracks that it's got in it, is the most useful thing for a consulting business. Your ability to take this, store data, contact a person when you want to contact them, and have the conversation is the key to starting a consulting business.
Now, let's bring it all home. Here's the truth. You don't have to reinvent yourself. You just have to repackage yourself. You already have everything you need: the knowledge, the stories, the network, and the drive. Consulting isn't a new career. It's your career. Version 2.0. Start small. Pick one area you love and one person you can help. Offer a consultation. Get feedback. Build from there. You'll be amazed how quickly word spreads when you solve real problems. And here's the beautiful irony. While everyone else your age is trying to stay busy, you'll be staying fulfilled. You'll still contribute, earn, and keep your mind sharp. You'll be doing meaningful work on your own terms.
Consulting is all about thinking about people problems and being able to solve that together with people from different industries, different life experiences.
Consulting is about taking a challenge that a company has and we help them breathe fresh life into solutions.
So, what's your first step? Maybe open LinkedIn, maybe call an old colleague, maybe just write down, here's what I know that others need. That's your business plan. Simple, clear, powerful. Remember, you're not retiring. You're refining. You're not fading out. You're finally shining where your experience matters most. The senior sage isn't about age. It's about advantage. You've earned every gray hair, every scar, every story. Now it's time they start paying dividends. Because when it comes to consulting, you're not done. You're just getting started. And the world's about to find out how much smarter it is with you back in the game.